What is Persian Jewish food? Is it distinct from Persian food? Is it different from Jewish food? I have problems with the discourse about just about every side of this question. So I'm going to illustrate with this post I saw recently that's all about Persian food and it's full of misinformation. And then I'm also going to demonstrate with some of the toxic commentary on this post. Right off the bat, it says gorme sabzi. We know this is wrong because it's a gorme sabzi. It's a different sound. Then we have kuku sabzi. It says often served on Shabbat. I've literally never had kuku as a Shabbat dish. I don't know where they got this information from. Typically served on Purim and Hanukkah. I've never had this served as a Purim or a Hanukkah dish. That's just not real. Correct me if your family does that, but I've never heard of that. Then it says cello pelo, which is wrong. It's cello/polo, which are two different things. This just screams AI. Also, it says it's first mentioned in the 14th century. I would love to see a source for that. Now we have non-brangi, which is not what it's called. It's called non-berengi or nun berengi. It's true that in many communities, poppy or sesame seeds are added to Purim delicacies, but that's really specifically Ashkenazi Jewish communities, and I don't think it symbolizes Haman's fleas. I really don't know where this is coming from. This is also not a traditional Persian Purim treat. We eat this at every Persian party I've ever been to. It has nothing specifically to do with Purim. And it says tachi, which is spelled wrong. It's tahchin. There's an H in there. They're confusing this with tahdig, which is a different thing. So tahchin doesn't mean bottom of the pot. Also, it just seems to have hallucinated that the yellow color is a Middle Eastern symbol of joy. I don't think that's true. I've never heard that before. If somebody knows that to be true, let me know. Faludeh, which is a thing that Persians eat, but it's not specific to Jews. Faludeh sib is what Jews eat at the end of Yom Kippur, but it's not really a variation of faludeh substituting apples for noodles. It's kind of like just its own thing. Then it says gundi, which is not what it's called. It's called gondi. This is a specifically Persian Jewish dish. Now, all the other ones are Persian Jewish in the sense that Persian Jews eat them, but they're not specifically Persian Jewish. A lot of people think gondi is the only Persian Jewish dish, but that's not true either. There are actually a whole bunch of Persian Jewish dishes that specifically the Jews of Iran eat. But here it's also written that it's a cross between a dumpling and a meatball, and that's not true. A dumpling typically has bread all the way around it. Gondi doesn't have any bread around it. It is a meatball. I don't know why they're saying it's a dumpling and a meatball. Either some human just wrote this without fact checking anything and without consulting a single Persian Jew, or it's literally just AI hallucinations. I really don't know. Okay, but now let's also see some of the comments. So we have Jesus Christ, y'all tried to appropriate everything. So this person thinks that the Jews are trying to appropriate Persian food. I don't think it's appropriation if that is literally our food. Somebody says that nothing is Jewish except Gondi, the rest is Persian. This seems to be a common theme in the comments. Another common theme is casting Judaism as just a religion. So they're saying that food in Iran is Iranian Persian food, not religious food. I mean, nobody said anything about it being religious food. It's like if Armenians in Iran said this is an Armenian Iranian dish. It has to do with ethnicity and which parts of Iran these people came to other parts of Iran from and what they preserved that other people didn't preserve. That's where the Persian Jewish foods that are specific to Persian Jews come from. Why are you involving religion? Some more propaganda. I don't think it's propaganda to talk about your community's foods. The only thing that's Jewish is Gondi. The rest are deeply Persian by thousands of years. That's an interesting one. And of course, there's just the fact that if in America you say Jewish food, people think you mean Ashkenazi food. Bagels are eaten by other people in Europe. Challah is just non-dairy brioche. Basically, every Ashkenazi food is a variation of a European food, and that's true of every kind of Jewish community. Their food is a variation of the foods usually made kosher, and it's very similar to the other communities that they live around. It's not that crazy of a thing. Yes, Jews in Egypt and Iraq were eating falafel and hummus. Those are Jewish foods because Jews from those countries were eating them, unless you think that Jews from the Middle East aren't Jewish, which they are, so, And the same with these Persian Jewish foods. If Persian Jews are eating them as part of their tradition, then these are Persian Jewish foods. They're also just Persian foods, a lot of them, not all of them. Ghormeh sabzi is a Persian Jewish food. Most Persian Jews are eating ghormeh sabzi for Shabbat dinner every week. Saying that a food is a Jewish food or a Persian Jewish food doesn't mean it's not also the food of other Persians. The Jews aren't like out here trying to steal your cuisine. They're not out here trying to steal Persian food. It's just what we've eaten when we've lived there for thousands of years, just like anyone else. So anyway, yes, there are plenty of foods that are Persian Jewish. Most people don't know about them. A lot of people who hang out with Persian Jews associate Persian food with Jews because that's who they're eating it with, because you can't really separate our Judaism and our Persianness. It's all the same to us. It's all together. And if you'd like to know more about Persian Jewish food, you should watch my videos about Gondi, and hopefully I'll make some other ones soon to clear that up and to counter the weird AI posts about Persian food and their equally weird comments. Besides my comment, I thought it was pretty good.